Jersey for tonight's main event. 10 rounds in the welterweight division, and now the time has come. All the talk, now comes the walk. The Mongoose is on his way to the ring. Boy, he looks confident. We've seen it many times with him through the years, but tonight, he's bubbling with confidence. Junior's really keyed in for this one. You can see it as he makes his walk to the ring.
All right, fellas, let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
Little get to know you here in the opening round, scheduled for 10. Junior's jab has to be first and foremost on his to-do list, isn't it, Teddy?
Yeah, I would say so. You ever see that commercial where the guy says, how do you spell relief?
Sure.
Well, it's kind of like, how do you spell victory in this fight? J-A-B. That's exactly the way you go.
That's what he wants. Well-placed hook there. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. The Mongoose is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. That's a well-scored left hand by Junior. And just grabbing onto his opponent. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Junior. Precision work with the left hand by Junior. Good flush shot upstairs. The Mongoose's right hand scores well that time. Trying to go downstairs, but off target. Scores up top with a left. And right from the start, he's throwing the power punches and landing them.
I think he has a date and he wants to get to it.
Junior's able to land a nice, clean left hand. Nice strike after catching one by the Mongoose. So many times you hear of an early round where they're just feeling each other out. No way. Not these guys. Straight to action.
Well, if they can keep this up, they're both going to have headaches, but we're going to have a special one on our hands.
That's an impactful right hand by Junior. Count down the final moments of this round. On the mark with the straight left hand. Round comes to an end here. An enjoyable night sitting ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. A lot better than our day we spent at the horse track the other day, where we couldn't get any winners. At least I couldn't. But we were talking about the fact that so many parallels to be made between boxing and life boxing and all these other sports we enjoy, like horse racing. of being well-conditioned and working your way up to this one singular moment.
Yeah, well, the trainer obviously has to get the athlete. In this case, athlete happens to be over 1,000 pounds, and that's a horse. You know, at peak condition, he has to look at a calendar just like a trainer does with a fighter, know when the race is, know when the fight is, and not get used up out on the track or used up, of course, in the gym.
The mongoose is left, landing well. Solid hookups, huge punch by Junior. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt. You know, his opponent's doing a good job of just being patient now and looking for that one good shot.
Well, you know, the landscape of this business, the history of this business is littered with guys that they've had someone hurt, they get a little careless, they get caught. He better watch out that he doesn't get put on that landscape.
There he is from long range using that jab.
Joe, if you're on the outside, say at a picnic, you want to keep those insects away, you use insect repellent. While you're on the outside as a fighter, you want to keep your opponent away, that jab, that's the way to go.
Able to land the jab. The mongoose is trying to end this fight, doubling up, tripling up the power punches. Oh, and there you go. He is floored by a big uppercut. Goes down for the first time tonight, but you can see he's ready to make up for it here.
Yeah, just a little bit of water in the basement, not a full flood. But if he doesn't want those pipes to burst, he better figure out quick why he got dropped.
Couldn't hit the elusive target with that straight right. Well, that's the classic wet noodle foundation right there. He's on wobbly legs.
Yeah, and it's not al dente. It's really, really wet noodles.
He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Good flush shot by Junior.
Hook off the jab.
Good looking right hand after he got hit. Oh, Teddy, he is hurt, but he's trying to throw back.
Yeah, that's the worst thing in the world. I know it's his natural inclination, throw back, but that's the worst thing because now look at the punches he's throwing. He's going to leave himself wide open for something else.
A sharp and precise headshot by the mongoose. Went to the body there, but unable to connect. Little head hunting with the left.
Stay away from the inside.
He just missed that shot up top. Good job staying away from the danger there. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. End of the round. A round in which a knockdown was scored. Now, Teddy, if you're the trainer in the corner of the guy scoring the knockdown, what are some of the things you want to remind him of?
You want to remind him how he got there because a lot of times it's the tendency to just remember the punch that put him there. He dressed him up. He set that punch up. Don't think about just the punch that landed. Think about the setup punches.
Junior's heading out there for this round, hoping that his legs are under him the way they need to be. He was dropped the last round.
Well, he's going to find out. See, that's a good thing you just said, hoping. Well, he can't hope his legs are under him. He's got to find that out because if he goes out there and tries to use them and they're not, he's going to fall all over the place and the referee's going to stop and his opponent's going to jump on him. So while the referee's counting, what he's got to do is test him out a little bit. So now you know how to go about surviving the round. Do you just stay on the ropes and move your head or do you use your bicycle?
Oh, look at that. He's hurt. But hey, I give him credit. He's smart enough to know what to do now.
Yeah, the referee needs a crowbar to separate him.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Junior. Well, Teddy, you get in a spot like this, and everybody has their eyes on the fighter who was just knocked down in the last round. What do you look for? What tells you right away that you know what his status is?
Well, it's two things. The easiest one is the legs, Joe. I want to see if they're steady, if they're firm, if he's okay. But the next thing is his personality, believe it or not. It's kind of like when you go out to a bar with someone, they have a few drinks, and all of a sudden they're a different person. You know they're drunk. Well, I want to see whether or not my fighter's drunk. If he starts rushing at the guy, he starts acting in a way that he's never acted before, I know it's time to pull the plug.
What a destructive hook to the head by the Mongoose. This is why the fans love this game when it's at its absolute best. This round can't get any better, yet they're trying to make it better.
It's wearing us out. Imagine what they feel like.
Double up your punch.
The Mongoose is missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. Best combination in the game, jab with the straight. Piercing jab.
Work the body, kid. Body shot.
10 seconds to go in this third round. Able to dismiss it.
This is yours. You hear me? Escuches. This is your fight. There you go. Keep it up. Keep scoring.
Nice work, kid. Good job in that round. I want you to bang the head and the body, all right? Upstairs, downstairs, and over again.
The Mongoose's power has been the biggest difference in this fight so far, Teddy. As we start round number 4 and we take a look at your scorecard, he's up 2 rounds to 1.
Yeah, because of that knockdown, that was the difference. But it's still close enough for his opponent, just using his jab, fundamentals, the things that he has to do to still get back in it.
Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
A well-placed left hand by the Mongoose.
Put him away.
Boy, he was damaged, but now he's defending himself well. The left hand coming into play by Junior. Scored well up top.
Double up your punches. You got it. He's one.
The Mongoose has got a way of just getting away from that punch. Up top with the right hand.
Keep working the jab.
Took a shot, now he gives a left. The Mongoose is really doing a fine job here, Teddy. And I know everybody falls in love with the clean, effective punching, but you can make an argument that he's controlling this fight right now thanks to his head movement.
Yeah, you know, it makes me think about that legendary story about the old great Willie Pep, the Will o' the Wisp. There was a legend that he actually won a round without throwing a punch, just by making his opponent miss, just by ring generalship.
Relax.
Scores well to the head with the right hand. Teddy, what advice would you be giving to this charge if you were training him, knowing he's coming off of a good solid effort in that last round and likely is up in a close fight?
Well, you know, sometimes I'm not sure what to tell a guy, but I know what not to tell him. I wouldn't tell him he's up. I wouldn't tell him to let up. That's one thing for sure. I tell him, keep doing the same things you're doing. Stay right with it.
You're in complete control of this fight. Listen, the best defense.
And we are back underway, another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way. Teddy, when you've been in the corner in your career and you have a charge who is not making a lot of contact, what do you tell him?
The first thing I tell him, Joe, is shorten up your punches a little bit. The other thing I tell him is he's making you miss, so you know what? Feint him a little bit. Get a false move out of him. Get a premature move. And when he moves, then time him. Now you're going to catch him.
Big shot comes crashing home. Can he get up from this? He's done it before, but can he get up from a second time down?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. The Mongoose is really big. Junior's almost out of it there, and yet another big shot comes in. That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox, his sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
The ref is stopping this fight. Junior's night has ended early here. Unable to go the distance, he couldn't rise up and beat the count. The Mongoose's power that we saw throughout the night, building a lead on your scorecard, now ends the night.